Hey people, Intrepid 53 Faction War. This is Techmarine Purification Plant and Space Marines versus Orks. For the blue Orky team, Mr. Crewfinity is a Mekboy, teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat, puts out some good damage with a bunch of versatile Orky gadgets alongside a couple of Warbosses. This is Drraft, and we have YZ. These guys walk through objects, fighting in melee combat with powerful offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Red Space Marines, Paranoid Kamikaze with an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee by default begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Rambo alongside with a Force Commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. And rounding off the teams is Bestie, also known as Best Noob, with a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out a good damage, can also support with structures and repair. We have Ultramarines. The DLC, in fact, on the west side is Best Noob with the Techmarine up against the Mech, I think. Right? Yes. Crewfinity is grabbing that contested VP right now. Looks like Drraft wants to just charge on through the mid. Rambo's waiting. Tactical Marines backing away. Get as much damage as you can on that Warboss before he reaches you in melee. The Force Commander in amongst the double shooters now. Sluggers are here with their burners. They're backing off because they thought he popped his battle cry or something. But there he goes. Battle cry is now up. He'll do a special attack for each swing, buffing nearby allies every time that happens. You see that yellow buff circle there on the scouts, gives them 10% damage, which does stack up. So you can get 30% if you're good with your melee positioning and stuff. Scouts did drop a model there, but they're okay. Didn't see any very early shotguns. What about you? Paranoid Kamikaze hanging out on the east side. Oh, this Dark Angels DLC recolored here with those robes. Shooter Boy just running into the cover, I guess. Warboss with a stomp. Slugger's got knocked back as he burners up quickly here too. This is YZ's Warboss, of course, cleaving through some scouts. Apothecary's gonna fall, stayed in that combat too long. Sluggers did get quite low, but they still have those two burners in there. There's a couple of power weapons. These Tactical Marines in trouble. What are they up to? Stayed in play way too long there, Paranoid Kamikaze. I wonder if they were distracted by something. Are those Tactical Marines even gonna make it? I think that one's far enough away, but how do they still have two models? That's crazy. On 20 hit points, Devastators were covering there. West side is turning red for the Space Marines, and a turret going up very early for Best Noob on the western edge here. So no sneaking around there for the Orks, I guess. Storm Boys are on the field though. Jump troops with power weapons. They now have seen the turret. There's the jump. Storm Boys are going to go for it. Double tax here though for Best Noob. Not sure where the scouts are at. They are making their way towards the VP now. Back there, as you can see, no shotguns on them. Storm Boys almost wiped on retreat there. Mekboy back at base, healing up. Back to the mid. Contested power is red for the Space Marines. Some sluggers trying to burn it down. We got a whole bunch of DACA for Drraft. Tactical Marines down to two models. Scouts with a shotgun blast coming in. They will melt under double shooter Fido when they're upgraded. These guys have big shooters. And these fellas have big shooters and a knob leader. What are these Tactical Marines still doing here? Second time we've seen Tac stay in play way too long. Are these guys going to wipe? Rambo barely gets them out. 9 hit points. Assault squad jumping in. They were most likely waiting for the Assault Marines to jump on the double shooters, try to keep them in place for that long, but it was insanely risky. Speaking of Storm Boys, we've got some more Storm Boys for YZ on the eastern edge. Warboss levels to 2. Bang Bang Hammer and the Boss Pole can be buffing those nearby units, most likely the Sluggers and the Storm Boys near the Warboss when he's smacking stuff. Trying to find another avenue of attack is Mr. Crewfinity with a battery pack for Abataste. Getting some good damage on these Tactical Marines here. Finds them out of cover. Techmarine has to flee. Where are the scouts around here? Nope, scouts are away, so there's nothing to repair the turret if they go after it. Gonna start shooting the Storm Boys, need to jump. There it is. And the... Nope, I thought I saw the big shooter there for a second on the Mekboy. teleports in for an taste. Shotgun scouts though. I think they're going to get the turret here. There's the blast. They should be able to get up and finish it. Down goes the turret. The Assault Squad jumping in from the mid. This is Rambo rotating across. Scouts with Sergeant and shotguns now. Shooters barely getting out with 2 models, but get out they do, and they did get that turret as we saw. More Tactical Marines coming in for Best Noob. There it is. These guys can now reinforce off this drop pod. As you can see, they're doing so right now. This is Drraft trying to rotate over and help, but we need to wait a bit for Mr. Crewfinity's stuff to get back out here. Here's some sluggers. Nice grenade on the Warboss's face. That's not going to please him. Assault Squad backing away. Are these tacks down the model? No, they've reinforced off the pod now. Both of them. I think they were both down the model. Master Puffed bolted in play for Best Noobs. Techmarine also have Bionics. Warboss barely gets out. Shotgun blast is good. Double sluggers for Drraft. And I think they both have burners. Yeah, they do both have burners. Painboy in play for YZ. Can heal over time. Allied Ork units also explode them a bit in tier 2. Apothecary with a customized Stormbolter. And using full auto very late, but does get it on the Warboss to stun him. It's not going to help these other fellas here though. The Storm Boys and Painboy already on them. Painboy has a regular melee weapon. It does do damage over time. Tactical Marines coming in the drop pod. Storm Boys jumping them again. When they get to tier 2 and they get that Nob Leader, they start stunning stuff. It's going to be nasty. Lots of awesome passive buffs for the Warboss with the hammer and the pole. Big fan of that combo. Who's this down over here? Oh, Force Commander's down. Storm Boys taking the Western VP as the players start to think about their tier 2s. Paranoid Kamikaze is going to be a little bit behind here. Might need a little bit of help. Oh, down goes some tacks. Those were Rambos. That was his initial squad. Does have some more up from that drop pod there, I guess. Drop pods for each player, I believe, with tacks in them. Warboss stealing the power back in the mid. And Orks taking the western side. Mech is level 2. Are the Storm Boys level in tier 1 for anyone? No. Improved rocket packs already queued up for tier 2 for YZ. Or YZ. Not sure where they're from. Devastators are setting up. Completely covering this side, as you can see. With that firing arc. Apothecary gets a revive on the Force Commander. Storm Boys jump the devs. Shotgun blast needs to come in here. I might have come in already. I think it did. And because they only just landed, they weren't knocked over. There's another shotgun blast. Maybe that was it. Those guys were suppressed. It must have been the devs shooting them as they got really close there. Thunderhammer Force Commander. Just running past everyone. What is he up to? Getting knocked. He died. That was very strange play from Rambo. Completely forgot about the Force Commander, I guess. I thought he was trying to get to the army at the back, but just ran into death. Rambo's down to Assault Squad and Tactical Marines. Their scouts went down in that, I guess. These were the guys that got that shotgun blast. Unless Rambo's scouts got a shotgun blast and then died. I guess it doesn't matter. 348 to 397. Ingrid's confused as usual. Assault Squad jumping in, getting a good disruption. They do have their Merciless Strike Sergeant in play now too. There's that massive Stormboy Nob Leader right there. With that heavy melee, huge chopper. Decent grenade on retreat by Best Noob. 1-to-1 cap. Got some Stern Guard veterans for that sweet Hellfire round usage. These guys can change their ammo to combat all targets. Got a Razorback as well. Sweeps right on through to the power. Could get a full bash here because there's a lot of bolt guns. And some shotguns too. Twin linked heavy bolter on the back of the Razorback. Good anti-infantry damage. Losing their power northeast though, the Space Marines. Drop pod taken out. Any more Stern Guard? Don't see any Stern Guard on the way. Got tank busters in play though for Mr. Crewfinity to go after the Razorback. Looks like they took a couple of hits already. Techmarine on repair duty. Gonna get 2 gens, I think. Maybe all 3. Here come the Orks. Mekboy with a death gun for that suppression. Does get all the gens, but the node, I think, will be okay. Storm Boys are not jumping yet for some reason. Oh, Mekboy teleports into close range. And here's some sluggers of Drraft. Drraft coming through for a decent flank hit. Gets a decap. Bestie able to get out. Oh, this was bashed as well, look. When did they bash that? I guess that was Drraft bashed it and then came over to the west side. They have a power claw. Boys jumping on through. They get a stun on 1 model. That's enough. Devastate is setting up. Can he jump again? They should be able to. Is it a 65 energy jump? Maybe it is. 1-to-1 cap here. Sluggers running on through. There's a jump. Wasted in the end. Orks take the western VP. And they're holding the mid line on the eastern side as well. In fact, that power's not even rebuilt yet. Look at that jump on those blocked up tactical marines. Dreadnought on the way for Paranoid Kamikaze. That should make a big difference on this east side. Nothing there at the moment is really going to want to fight that thing. Assault squad doing what they can to bully the back line, but when you've got upgraded sluggers and Storm Boys and a power claw Warboss back here, it get dicey. Stick bombers are pretty good in melee as well. And that nicely timed stun bomb there. Force Commander with Thunderhammer lost the indicator for them. Got their level 2 with alacrity as well. Might go down to this power claw though. Shotgun blast might have saved them. Need to run away, Mr. Force Commander, and they do run, and so does the Warboss. And the Space Marines should retake the west side here. They should try to get straight back onto the power as well. This is Drraft's double sluggers looking after it for now though. Space Marines did grab that central power back. Single cap now for the Orks. Looks like they are moving up. Razorback harassing and annoying things. And they're on the power. These guys could switch to their Vengeance rounds to do some more damage here, I believe. Looks like they're bashing pretty well without the switch though. There's the Dreadnought, I should say. Pushed all the way up. Took 1 volley from the tank busters. Looks like it's full on moving back now though. I think Kamikaze threw those tacks in to try and get the Dreadnought out safe, and one of them goes down. Storm Boys jumping through. Odd Boys up on them from the Warboss. I think the Dreadnought's far enough away now. It might take 1 more volley or something, but I think it's far enough away to not go down. Here comes some Stern Guard from Rambo, as a Librarian as well. Veil of Time on the Force Commander. Paranoid Kamikaze having some problems with bugs on the Apothecary apparently. Maybe they tried to use something that didn't work. 1-to-1 cap here. Assault Cannon Barrage. Dreadnought now. Pretty decent barrage. Can the assault squad get away though? Sluggers are chasing. Shotgun blast doesn't come in and the sluggers get them. Orks looking pretty strong here. Tier 3 for Drraft. Oh, Warboss taken out. Of course, want to get some action out. Almost finished off those shooter boys. They don't even have upgrades, these fellas. West side. Weird Boy on the field for Crewfinity capping. In the mid, what you were hearing there was the power being bashed and node being retaken by the tank busters and stuff. Level 3 Warboss with heavy armor for Drraft. Very close to 2,000 hit points on that fella. Crewfinity and YZ go tier 3. More power bashing. Stern Guard with a very, very dicey retreat. Oh, Stick Bombers didn't go into melee there. They might have got another model or 2. But they could have waited. Storm Boys jump. Oh, they missed the stun. And then they get stunned by stun bombs, I think, going in there. Looks like they're alright. Librarian gets away as well. Tax got out without dropping model. Force Commander with the Iron Halo is going to be okay, I think. Yeah, he's in retreat. Nobody wants to push the Dreadnought yet. Back to the west side. What's going on? Mekboy needs to flee. They should be able to retake the VP here. Razorback's done really well for Bestie. Reinforced armor plating is in. Did someone just get a tier 3 unit up for the Orks there? And it's... Was it you? No, that's a weird boy. I thought I saw something just complete. But I guess not. Paranoid Kamikaze with more Techmarines on the way. I'll be able to get a decent barrage here. Scouts leveling. Tank busters get a volley. Good time for a barrage maybe. Oh, they're just targeting the tank busters. Here comes a Warboss. A heavy melee Warboss as well, and that's a non-melee resistance Dreadnought now that it has the assault cannon. Repairs going in. Stormboy's jumping in. Big old tank buster barrage. Can't quite get the Dreadnought. Stormboy's seen off the mid. Can they get a nice little flank here maybe on these Orks? Just kind of getting in a nice and quick with armor velocity. Scouts getting too close to pissed off Warbosses. No armor upgrade yet for YZ. Librarian level 2. With the staff, doesn't want to go down. Yeah, he's okay. He's alright. 313 to 234. They didn't retreat because I think they didn't want to risk the Librarian going around the long way. Warboss. Stomp and then run, most likely. Yep. Got the decat. 309 to 234. It's not a huge VP lead for the Orks, but they are looking pretty strong. Space Marines have the west side though. These Marines down to 2 models. Not sure why they aren't reinforcing off the Razorback. They can't become Stone Guard. Get a bit closer, you can reinforce. The Scouts went down on this side though. Central Power again changing hands. Nobody wants to destroy it. Just want to steal it. More power bashing. Southeast power. Just 1 gen there. Stormboys jump and miss. And now these guys might have to retreat if those guys jump again. They're trying to split and shoot here. Apothecary's in play. These guys now getting suppressed. They have to retreat anyway. Back to the west side kicking off. That's going to get shots on a looted tank. Need to deal with that last cannon, fellas. There's a basic attack from a weird boy and forces it to retreat. Orks will retake the west side, going on the mid now. Assault squad jump back line. Slugger's getting very low in there. Smite thrown out by the Librarian. Those sluggers are... I can't even see their health bar. Down they go. A Librarian ranged attack, I think, what they've done there. Good job by the assault squad in the back line. Nob squad on the field. And scared off the now. And they have their U-jammers. 269 to 234. A Predator tank on the way for Bestie. Another assault squad on the way for Rambo. Not expecting that. Dreadnought's in a bit of trouble. Took some tank buster volleys. Being tied up and messed up by Stormboys now. It's moving though, it's moving. Assault squad jumping in, they could get onto the tank busters. But there's still a Nob squad and Stormboys on the Dreadnought. This is YZ's Nob squad. I think the Dreadnought's had it. Grenade goes in. Should have used a shotgun blast, I think. That might have saved it because it would have suppressed as well. Maybe. Tank busters, what are you up to, fellas? They're going to go down. Down they go. They're still chasing something that didn't exist. Kamikaze now with a Predator tank of their own. YZ pulls triple. Bestie move in the mid here, as you can see. There's that Predator autocannon on top, switching to a las cannon. Go after the looted tank, I guess, but a lot of infantry. I think they should keep the autocannons for now. There's a rocks in the back line. Stun bombs going in as well to try and set it up. Ouch. Much ouch. Those kind of levels. Those shots from the weird boy. Tries to get a warp vomit before retreating and gets it. Can the Space Marines recover from this? They're up against 2 Nob squads, looted tank, some beefy Warbosses. Finally, someone bashed the mid-power. Oh, they bashed a bit of it. Razorback in a bit of trouble now. Tank is on it. Tank busters are on it. Avengers from Stern Guard getting some shots in. You can heal this with Taste, I believe. Maybe they already did. Teleporting away now. Which unfortunately does make him face the wrong direction. Oh, we got some Painboy surgery on this Nob squad here. From the cyborg implant equipment. There it is. I guess they got the speed. Looks like they got a +1 speed to me. 269 to 142. Attacks must flee. Commandos on the way for Crewfinity now. Not sure if the Space Marines can hold. They're on the west side, but they're not capping it. Busy repairing. Here comes Force Commander. Seems very excited to get into a fight. The Sword Squad jumping out. Uh-oh. Now they're caught. It's a bunch of power melee. I don't think they're going to get away from those sluggers. Nope, down they go. With a sink kill, double cap for the Orks. Venerable Dreadnought dropped in by Best Noob on the west side there. Nothing for it to fight at the moment. Here comes some stuff. Backed away when they saw the Venerable Dreadnought, maybe. I'm going to get a beamy. No sign of a beamy yet. They have the Commando tank rocket thing and the looted tank to shoot the Dreadnought with, I guess. Still pressure on the mid from the Orks. Venerable gets a good special attack. Sees them off the west side. They can't cap it right now though. Weird boy there would stop them. Warboss gets a few swings on the Apothecary. They should be fine. Squad gets shotgunned. Just going to piss them off more, fellas. They got their VP back. 269 to 86. That's a nice grenade on that tank buster. Are they going to cap this side? Bestie's on it now. And we see Blessing of the Omnisci repairing all allied vehicles on the map. Global ability of the Techmarine. Tier 3 for Rambo. Tons of red, but I don't know if they have the time to get the record power for some Terminators. Crewfinity wants to push mid, apparently. Too many vehicles here. They're saying. Techmarine going. Oh, turret. They are a turreting. Turreting quite far back though. I guess they're not so much covering the VP but covering their own vehicles back here. Scouts being sneaky. Going for the decap. We have Devastators on the way for Rambo. More tank busters for Drraft. Level 7 Apothecary, level 6 Force Commander, Techmarine level 4 with some more repairs. Force Commander's on the west side. Here are Paranoid's army. Don't think they're going to get the cap. The decap was pretty good, then they sneak away. Ooh, Beamy Death Gun mech now. Get some big chunks off that Predator tank. Turret did a good job there against the commandos that were trying to get in. Down goes a weird boy. That's something. Goes out of control and then blows up, which generally doesn't do anything. 205 to 86. Oh, it knocked down some Orks over there. That was fun. Nob squad get in. Set up by the stuns. There's a lot of Orks. Hell of a lot of Orks. Venerable Dreadnought gets in with a big Emperor's Fist. turret is helping. Vanguard veterans don't seem to want to get involved at the top of your screen there. There's too much for the Venerable Dreadnought to deal with. It could charge away maybe. Nope. There's the stoicism. Warboss of capping duty. Vanguard veterans do eventually get in there. One last push might be enough for the Orks. It's a single right now for the Space Marines. Down goes the Razorback. Turret is down. Well, there's too many Orks in that push. Bestie has a Land Raider Redeemer on the way though. This guy's not capping anymore. Looks like they're leaving it to the Pain Boy. Orks having to take their natural back again. Can they keep up that scout harass on that VP? Double tanks for Paranoid on their natural VP here. Nob Squad dropping a model. That double plasma attacks. It is. They'll do a lot of damage to a Nob Squad. And Devastator's here to help out. There's a Frenzy Pop though. And another Frenzy Pop takes them out of suppression and grants them 75% damage resist. And there is Ardboys for 25% damage resist on top. Frenzy doesn't last very long though. Devastator just got wiped. 2-1. Cap for the Orks. Why are you not getting turned? This says Bestie. I think they just now got enough requisition, so they're not going to be able to get claws until they get some more requisition back. Not too long though. Lots of plasma. Lots and lots of plasma. Sees the Nob Squad out of there. Warboss also runs, says the Land Raider Redeemer. Can the Space Marines do this? They've got some good infantry and now they've got a Land Raider. There's tank here too. Marshal Buffett bolted to keep the suppression on. Got to get on the VPs really fast though. Vanguard veterans jumping. Supported by the Land Raider Redeemer. Oh, they didn't activate it. They should be retreating back to the Land Raider here, but it wasn't activated. Commandos and tank busters doing a lot of damage to it. Holy crap already. Look at the health of the Land Raider. Scouts. Oh, that's the Techmarine tying things up. I think they're going to lose the Land Raider right here, right now. Down it goes. The scouts were trying to repair. It's a big dent in their comeback, folks. Down goes the Techmarine as well. There's a Rocks to stop them capping. Single for the Space Marines. Those scouts again got a decap over there, as you can see. Apothecary is going to get revived. Are you guys getting claws? No sign of the claws yet. Maybe they want another unit up. We got flash kits on the way for YZ. Techmarine back to their feet. Mekboy is level 6 now, goes back to the Death Gun. Boom gun shot. Does knock them far away to stop the cat. Was that Apothecary's on the cat now? Bomber Boy's coming in to stop the cat there. 1-1. Space Marines holding on somehow. Nob Squad chasing a tank in the background. Down goes the Techmarine. I don't think they moved since they were revived. Nob Squad they're just such bullies. We do have Lightning Claw Terminators being chased by Nobs. Is that Gate of Infinity or does Veil of Time? I think it's just Veil of Time. 1-2-4 to 14. Orks though with a double, and that could be enough. Must be enough. Yep, they're on the blue team natural as well. There's a triple, and the Orks take it. Triple cap at the end. Space Marines just a little bit sloppy early on with their Marines. They lost too many Marines in like tier 1 and a couple of wipes in tier 2 I think as well. Just set them back a bit too much to get their tier 3 death ball rolling. Orks got their own death ball pretty nicely. Level 6 mech, level 7 Warboss. Had a level 6 Warboss as well. Had their own heavy armor at the end. Level 9 Apothecary. Level 7 Force Commander in the thick of it at the end. And a level 5 Techmarine down. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to these players for getting us a faction war to look at. And I'll see you next time.